All right.
Hi.
Hey, nice to finally meet you.
Yes, yes.
I've heard a lot about you.
Well, that's good.
It's
All good
beautiful
things,
office.
right?
Yeah, mostly. No, I won't say the bad things. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just kidding. They were all great.
Oh, okay. Well, I understand that Dennis Gorski gave you my information.
Yes,
so,
that's right.
Thank you, Dennis.
Yeah.
How do you and Dennis know each other?
We're actually neighbors.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
great.
So we both live in Batavia, and I recently moved in. So I was looking for somebody, and he said, "Hey, I have this great girl I know named Nadia," and so yeah, I'm glad that it worked out.
Good. Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've known Dennis for a few years now, so he's a great person. And again, if he's bringing someone to me, then I feel that you would be just as good as him too.
Okay,
so.
great. Hopefully.
Well, anyone like him is a good person.
Okay,
so.
good.
Yeah. Well, you decided to meet with me, so there must be something on your mind. Can you let me know what you want to make sure that we cover today?
Yeah, I mean, my main thing is we took out life insurance before we had kids, before we changed houses, and so I'm a little bit concerned about how much we have. I don't know that it's enough, and I don't know that it's going to cover all of the debt that we've accrued since moving, and we have 2 houses.
Sure.
And with 2 kids, it's future debt, I guess.
Oh, of course.
So close this a little more. So it's a little bright on me.
Oh, yeah. So how old are your kids?
2 and 5. Just turned 5 a couple days ago.
Oh, so they're little.
Yeah, they are very little.
Well, my husband and I are trying right now. We'd like to have our first, so.
Yeah, so enjoy while, this time that you 2 have together.
Yeah, but I can't wait to have
It's
the
fun.
little ones.
It is fun.
Well, that's great. What does your husband do?
He's a corrections officer.
Oh, okay, so he's working today then?
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay.
He works odd hours.
Oh, when does he get off?
He works second shift, so he usually gets off around 10:30.
Oh, what does he have a day off on the weekend or in the middle of the week?
Yeah, he works 5 on, 2 off, 5 on, 3 off. So it rotates every week. So,
okay.
I mean, sometimes it's weekends, sometimes it's not, which is hard, but
Yeah.
he gets to spend more time with the girls during the week.
Yeah.
We don't need as much babysitting time, which is good.
Yeah, you just got to keep the calendar to know which week
And
is a
that's
good
my
week.
job, which is really stressful. We're having
I'm the
that
same
issue
way.
right now.
I keep the calendar for my husband and I too.
Yeah, wait till you have 4 people to keep track of.
Yeah. And we'll get a bigger calendar.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living then?
I actually am an actuary for an insurance company.
Wow. Should we name the name of the company?
Sure, MetLife.
Oh, okay. Well, then again, I appreciate they're coming to see me instead of someone at your.
Well, I'm an actuary, so I don't deal a lot with the reps.
Yeah.
Even the underwriters and stuff deal more with the reps, so
Yeah.
I don't really personally know them. And,
Okay.
it meant more to me that I knew somebody that knew you.
Okay. So you just want to make sure that there's someone there that you can feel like you trust more than just a random person in the phone book.
Exactly.
Okay. Great.
So hopefully you can be that.
I hope so too. But again, if you don't like me, then no harm, there. It's fine.
But I like you so far, so you're good.
All right. Well, thank you. I do have one question though. Obviously, Dennis said something about me, but did he mention our organization, or did you have previous knowledge about Thrivent Financial?
No, I actually didn't have any knowledge of it. I looked you up briefly,
Okay.
but I really don't know much.
Okay. All right. Well, Thrivent is a best kept secret, so.
Good.
So you're not the only one out there that hasn't heard about us, but not sure what you saw, but we have been around for over 110 years.
Wow.
So we have
That's
been
great.
around a very long time.
Yeah.
So we're good. Yeah, it's okay that you haven't heard about us, but you'll know about us now.
Great.
But I want to give you a little general idea about our organization before we get into any specific details, because I understand you have some insurance concerns, you want to review that, but I still want you to understand what I do and who I work for.
Okay.
So you obviously know about MetLife, working for them, and it helps you understand your occupation a lot better and people that you work with when you understand the organization you work for.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
So what Thrivent is we are a Christian organization. So we have Lutheran roots. So for over 100 years, we were for a Lutheran-based organization.
Okay.
My grandfather is a Lutheran pastor. Actually, he's not preaching anymore at his age right now, but he was in the business for a long time.
Okay.
So my mother, the daughter of a pastor, we were very tight into that community. And he's the one who actually introduced us to Thrivent, since it had those Lutheran ties back then. But Thrivent has then changed into a Christian organization, so we could help more people in more ways. And so we still have that exclusivity of Christians, but again, all different shapes and sizes of the Christian community.
Okay.
So as a Christian organization, we are in the financial services business, which you obviously know a little bit about.
Yep.
So we're not just insurance, we do a full financial spectrum, so all different areas to help you with your financial, I don't want to say financial success, but to be stable financially, and whatever goals you have to reach, we can help you reach them the best we can.
Right.
And because of that, what we do, unlike most organizations, is not say that you're going to become the richest person in the world, but we like to help inspire generosity, because when you're financially stable, then you can be more generous. So a Christian organization that helps people with their financial needs so that they can become more generous. And in that, it creates happier communities and strengthens those Christian communities.
All right, great. I love that.
All right, well, as long as you're happy with that, then we can proceed.
Yeah, great.
Thanks. And then again, a little bit more about how we work. Some people just have one need or two needs. If you just want to look at one area of that spectrum, like the life insurance, that's fine. But we do offer, again, the big picture. And what I do with most of my clients is I try to help them with what we call the financial ladder. Try to help them move up the ladder. So let's take a look here. We have surviving, struggling, stable, secure, and sharing. Now you might say, well, can you define these different areas? But really I can't, because struggling is different for everybody. Struggling may be what someone who makes $100,000 a year feels.
Mm-hmm.
Struggling may be what somebody who makes $30,000 a year feels. So everybody's in a different place. So with you in the place that you are right now, where would you put yourself on the financial ladder?
I would say stable. I mean, I feel like we feel pretty good with our cash flow. We can meet all of our bills, but we're probably not giving as much back, or maybe even saving as much as we should.
Sure. Do you feel like giving or saving are things that you want to focus on at this time in your life right now?
Probably saving a little more. Yeah, I mean, I would like to have a little bit more saved.
Okay.
And then once we feel comfortable with that, then probably trying to give more back.
Oh, of course. Well, that's good. Now my next question is, on this ladder, what would it take to help you move up a step?
Probably making sure that we have, like I said, have more in savings.
So more of a discipline for your savings, or just knowing what
Both.
to do?
Probably both. We could cut back on our spending and save more.
Okay.
And then also just, probably monthly, saving more money.
Okay. That sounds good. Now, here's another idea. What would it take to make you move down the ladder?
Yeah, probably for us right now, it would be if one of us couldn't work or didn't have income coming in.
Okay, yeah. Some people say your most important asset is your ability to earn an income.
Yeah.
And when
I
you
can
have
see
small kids, I can understand that would be a huge concern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they're not cheap.
No, they're not cheap, and I mean, we pretty much live off what the two of us make, so I know that if one of us didn't have our income, that would really be hard.
Okay. So again, those are different ideas that we can take into play when we look at the financial overview for you and your husband, if that's something that you wanted to proceed with.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a little bit more about how I work with the clients.
All right.
So, again, what Thrivent is a financial services organization of Christians, but we are member owned. So when I go through this, a lot of times I refer to clients actually as members,
Okay.
because we're member-owner organization. So you hear about State Farm and companies like that say, well, we're member-owned.
Mhm.
And we are like that, a mutual organization, but we have that one difference with the common bond of Christianity. And for that reason, we've actually become we are a not-for-profit status. So a not-for-profit doesn't mean we don't have profit. Trust me,
Okay.
we've been around this long, and for good reasons. We are profitable.
Okay, that's good.
But we don't pay those corporate income taxes. So the monies that would be going for those taxes gets given to charitable organizations. So we every year have to give that amount to charity.
Okay,
So this year it's projected to be over $200 million.
great.
So
That's
it's,
amazing.
we're not talking pennies here.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And that shows you a little bit too about our size. We are a Fortune 500 organization, so about 325 on the list at this point, fluctuates a little bit, but that means we are the 325th largest organization in the United States, and
I've never heard of it.
the only not-for-profit.
Wow, and I've never heard of you before.
I know. Now you're going to look at different places online, and you're going to see us on these different lists, and you're going to know who we are now.
I'll see your face, Nadia.
You will see us now.
That's great.
Not my face on the list.
I'll picture your face.
But
when you see it.
exactly, yeah. But yeah, so we're a member organization, and that's how we were able to make that change. And again, that's why I call people members. But this shows a bunch of different areas that we help people with. So not just the insurance. We have everything from different products, education funding plans for your children. We have managed accounts. We have trust services, retirement planning. If you're saving for a specific need or goal, such as we want to buy a new house, we can help you with the short-term goals, the long-term goals, and all those different areas. So this is something that you're going to want to read through too, just so that, again, you get a little bit of a better idea, and it helps pick a point a little bit about you and what you're looking to do. But what we do with our organization is we always like to, we don't just jump into something without knowing our members. If there's something that you want, we may have several meetings down the line. So a lot of people say, well, you know, are we going to meet once? Is this going to get done in one time? If that's what you want, that's fine, but usually I like to get to know you a little bit better, and we may have several meetings over time. And reviews. So
Okay.
once we put something
That's
into
good.
place, we need to review it. Just like with your insurance needs right now, you say we've had some life
It's 8
changes.
years.
And it hasn't been reviewed. So that's something that we want to do, because you may have another child, or job changes, or income changes. So things change, your needs change, so it needs to be reviewed. So just understand, we're going to have a long-term relationship
Okay.
here.
I'm good with that.
Great. So right here I wanted to show you our financial pyramid, and it just supports a bit more about what I said about helping with different areas. When you look at a pyramid, what is the most important part of it?
The base.
And why is that?
It's the structural, I guess, bottom to a pyramid, so.
Yeah. That's the foundation. So if you don't have a strong foundation, everything else can crumble, right?
Mhm.
So we always look at this foundation first. We'd all like to begin planning our legacy. We all like to be able to live in retirement, but you know, at our age right now, that's not something
It's in the near
that
future.
that's not something that we can look at unless we have a good foundation to our plan. So within this foundation, we have different areas like the emergency reserves. So saving for the what if. Things happen, the furnace goes out, the car needs replacement or
Mhm.
fixing. When we have those expenses, if we don't have a good foundation, what do? We put it on high interest credit, or we make the wrong decisions, we pull from the wrong places. So you should know what the plan is when an emergency arises, and you should be saving for that. Also, managing the cash flow, budgeting, that's something it seems like that you wanted to do so that you can discipline the savings,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, I mean, we know pretty well where our money's going. We just I think need to be a little stricter with saying no to buying certain things.
Understandable.
My husband's a big spender.
Shopper. My mother's a shopaholic too.
Yeah, he's more a snowblower yesterday, and then he wanted to get a new thermostat, and it's like I can't say no to the snowblower because I don't shovel.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah,
we weren't expecting to buy that for $300, and
yeah,
just $300 pulled out of savings yesterday.
Yeah,
So
well, as long as you have the conversation between the two of you.
But I hate having to say no. That's my problem.
Oh well, you'll have some fights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Work it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, but has to be done.
Yeah.
But do you have a lot of debt that you need concern?
I mean, we have debt as far as we have 3 houses, but outside of that debt, not much.
3 houses.
Well, we have 3 houses and 2 cars, so I guess we have a lot of debt there.
Why do you have 3 houses?
Because we had a townhouse, and then we bought a house as a rental property, and then we decided we needed to move to a bigger house than our townhouse, and we couldn't sell it.
Got it.
So we still have that. We're renting out 2 of our houses.
Yeah.
One is great. The other one is not a good investment, but we can't. We're so underwater on it that we're just breaking even.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we only live in one house, and we only ever stay in one house. It's not like they're vacation houses, but.
But again, with those changes, some of this might change. You might decide to eventually sell one of the properties, or.
Yeah.
So wow.
I know.
Yeah, it is a lot, but I understand, and the housing market's always changing.
And I mean, it makes sense. Our one rental, it's great. You know, we have 13 years left on it, and we've had the same renter in it the whole time. So.
Oh, you got lucky there.
Yeah, and she's a 28-year-old, great. You know, takes great care of the house. So.
Wow.
I know.
That's a hard find.
We got really lucky. So. We're fine, and we're giving her a good deal, but it's covering everything. So
the townhouse, how much longer does your renter have on the lease there?
We did 18-month leases.
Oh, okay.
And we've had those same renters for 2.5 years. So
okay.
Keeping our fingers crossed that it stays.
Well,
that way.
if you're ever looking for people, let me know, and maybe I can.
Yeah, definitely.
Try to get the word out there so you can find some good renters.
Yes,
a little better than just the ad in the newspaper and finding a random person.
We did Craigslist. That's how we found which ended up being okay.
Yeah,
that's
scary.
It is scary. But
I agree. So let me know if
Okay.
you're looking to rent any of those places.
All right, we will.
Oh my goodness. But otherwise, do
No,
you
we're
feel
good.
yeah. So you have it, but it's not a concern. So you have the mortgages going on there too. Now, you want to discuss the life insurance concerns. Do you have your health insurance in place?
Yeah, we have great health insurance through my husband.
Wonderful. And, of course, your property casualty, I would hope.
Lots of policies.
So. I would assume so.
I wish we could get rid of those, but we can't.
Now, disability income insurance, are you familiar with this?
Yes, we actually both have it through work, and we also have outside policies. So I feel like we're pretty taken care of there.
Okay, that's wonderful. And have you ever heard of long-term care insurance?
My parents are looking for it right now, so I've heard of it,
okay.
but it hasn't really been a concern of ours at this point.
Okay, no, I understand. Sometimes it's not for you at your point in life, but for others, such as the parents. I made sure that my mother had a policy in place too, just because I know that I'm the one
Exactly.
who's going to have to take care
of it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm protecting myself and my brothers by making sure that she has something in place. So, yeah, if you ever need any more information on that too, that is one of the areas that I focus on.
Okay.
Now, do you have wills, power of attorneys, trusts, or any of those items in place?
No, and that's something that my husband and I have on our list. We actually have somebody that we're working with, but we don't have it done yet.
Okay, so you already have a good relationship with somebody.
Well, he's military, so he's doing it on base. So there's attorneys on base. He's National Guard.
Nice. Yeah, my husband's brother is in the Marines.
Okay.
So he's been in for a while. They tried to make him retire out, but
so he's been in for a long time.
He's been in for a while, but I understand there's no big events going on right now where they need to start recruiting a bunch of people, so they start whittling down who they're paying.
People.
Exactly. So he applied for embassy, and it went from over 100 people, and they took 3 people, and he was one of those 3.
Wow.
So
which embassy?
He's in Ethiopia, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Scary.
his family had to move with him.
Wow.
I know it's a little different, but he's locked in very well, and they're taking care
Yeah,
of
they
him.
have their own. I mean, I think they have their own community basically. You
Exactly.
live on American ground in a different
Exactly.
country.
They import foods to them too.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But he's getting all the great benefits,
Yeah.
and it's great because he wouldn't know what else to do if he were to
Trying
leave.
get- yeah.
You know.
How
So,
old is he?
31, 32.
So he's really young.
Yeah, he's young. He went into the military right away when he was 18 years old. But he worked his way up. He was teaching engineering courses for a while in New York. I mean, he has done very well.
Wow, that's great.
But I am assuming they're paying him well.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. So again, there's some few areas on the base that it looks like we need to take a look at. And once we have that base structurally sound and strong, then you can start moving up the chain because you do have small children and it's never too early to start saving for them.
We've actually are saving quite a bit for their education, so I think we're okay there.
Oh, absolutely. What ways are you saving?
We have 529 plans.
Oh,
And then
nice.
we also have variable universal life policies that we took out with our term.
Oh,
That
wonderful.
we started overfunding before they were born, so we just thought we'll get a head start on this.
That's great. Those are wonderful policies to have.
Yep.
That is really great. So,
Yeah.
all right. So we'll review that, and again, that's one of your concerns, and we'll make sure it's doing what you want it to do.
Okay, great.
Okay. So then we start working up the pyramid to the top, and I help a lot of people with their legacy planning and estate planning. So again, I don't just work with people that are going through the early transitions in life. A lot of my members are actually up here. So the planning never ends.
Okay, that's good to know.
Great. Any questions?
I don't think so.
All right. So my question here is next steps. Should we have your husband at the next meeting?
Yeah, I think he would like to be there. He is off on Tuesday.